Good evening, Floss Tube. This is Gem Stitch here for my 2017 year in review. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everybody that has been with me on my Floss Tube journey in 2017, and for all my new subscribers that has been with me as well. As you can tell, I'm vastly losing the light, but I did want to try and get this uploaded at least in January, so it would be a bit more like a year in review. This shouldn't take too long. The way I'm going to do it is that I'm going to only talk about the projects that I'm carrying forward into 2018, left over from 2017. And as you know, I did actually have quite a productive year, and I finished quite a few projects last year, so I have only got 2 projects that I'm technically carrying forward from 2017. So I'll start with those first. The first one is now my oldest works in progress. It is a beautiful works in progress. It is Creation by Tempting Tangles. And I've often spoke about this piece. I absolutely adore it. I think it's a beautiful work of art. It is designed by Deborah Dick, and that's what it should look like. Now what I'm going to do is insert a picture to show you where I was at the beginning of the year on this project of last year, so at the beginning of 2017, and obviously I'll show you where I'm at now coming into the new year in 2018. So here is a picture of where I was at and at the beginning of January 2017 on Creation, and I'll insert that here. And this is where I'm at now. So not an awful lot of progress on this piece compared to last year. I am planning on having, now this is my oldest whip, this will actually have this will actually be a 2-month focus piece this year, so hopefully I'll be able to get a lot more progress. But basically I managed to complete the waves, and I started on the sun underneath. So that's where I'm at. So I've actually only got, this is split into 9 sections, and technically I've got 3 sections left. So I'm working on this one, the sun, and then I'll have these 2. Whether I'll get it finished this year or not, I'm not sure. But I absolutely love this piece. Every time I start working on it, I adore it. I think it's a beautiful piece. I've actually, as you can tell, I've got the hard copy. I've had this pattern for a very long time. I'm not sure whether hard copies are still available. They may be, I'm not sure. But I know you can certainly get the PDF copy from Tempting Tangles, Deborah herself, and she can be found on Etsy. So I highly encourage you to go and check out a lot of her designs. They're stunning. They're absolutely beautiful. So that's Creation. So that was my first whip that I'll be carrying forward. My second whip is actually a newer start as such. I started it in December, so technically it is a whip carried forward, a work in progress carried forward from 2017, and that was the cuore batticuore. I've put the pattern away now, but that was the cuore batticuore winter garden. If you check my December-January update video, which should be around about here, like around about in this time span of my uploads, then I'll talk more in detail. But here I am. There was obviously no, I only started it in December, but here is where I am on that. And I would have liked to have got the whole motif done, but unfortunately that didn't happen. This is stitched 1/2 on 40 count zwaigart, and it's a grey. I think it's often referred to as pearl grey. So that's where I am on that, and that will have that will also be a 2 months focus piece this year, because it's classed as my Christmas winter stitch. So that will be a focus piece for this year, in November and December. So they are the only two works in progress that I'm technically carrying forward, my main focus pieces from 2017. As I said, I did get a lot of my larger pieces finished in 2017, not necessarily all of them fully finished. So what I've done is, where possible, and I'm sorry about the photo quality, but where possible I've done a little montage, which I'll insert at the end of this video to show you all the things that I've actually either fully finished or have stitched and just need to be fully finished, that comes under the bracket of 2017. There was 2 that I did miss out because I only recently finished them, and because I'm losing the light and I want to try and get these videos up, and so that I'm back in the throw of things, I'm going to just include them in this talking segment. But if you, like I said, if you watch my January-December video, then there'll be a lot more information on these pieces. So one of the last pieces I finished in 2017 was this Treasure Sampler, it's called. It's from the Antique and Needlework Quarterly in 1991. I did do a lot of changes on this, but I talk about that in my other video. So I finished this. All I've got to do is date and put my signature on it. So that was technically a finish in 2017. And Gall Tidings as well, which was actually from the Just Cross Stitch magazine. I can't remember what year, but I'll put that information down below. And that was this one here. That was also finished in 2017, hence why I changed the last 2 numbers. So they're not included in the montage, but technically I finished them in 2017, so they are also finishes. So just for the numbers' sake, although numbers is not important because it varies from, a lot of these include ornaments, but they do also include some finishing up of some larger pieces. I actually had 17 finishes this year, or 2017, last year now, and 11 of those are fully finished. So most of the fully finished are actually ornaments, although I have started to gain a whip pile that is slowly expanding. That doesn't include all the pieces. I haven't included like the letter that I stitched for the Milton Keynes retreat. I haven't included a present that I had stitched for the Milton Keynes retreat. I haven't included because I know that there was lots of little things along the way, and I don't always remember what I've stitched. So these are the main ones that get mainly shown in videos and things. So I hope you enjoy the little montage. This is a really short video as reviews go, but I'm sure you'll be thoroughly sick of the sight of me by now. So I'd just like to take the opportunity to thank everybody that was on my stitching journey with me in 2017, and for all those that will continue to be with me in 2018. I hope you have a really happy stitchy year, and I look forward to seeing all your progress and things. I've got, obviously, because I've only got 2 whips, 2 current focus pieces, I have got a lot of new starts. So I've already started one for January, and I have a lot of others coming up as well. So you'll have to stay tuned, because I'll show those as I start them. So but thanks very much, guys. I really appreciate all your support and all your encouragement and all your help. It really, really means a lot to me. So happy stitching. Bye bye.